Many healthcare providers are seeking secure and compliant solutions to proactively help patients manage chronic disease or conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes with now ubiquitous mobile phones. FICO's patient communication solutions leverage years of consumer engagement experience in highly regulated industries to allow providers to communicate securely with patients to manage chronic conditions. We can see how with two examples. Let's start with Joe, a type 2 diabetes patient who has hypertension and high cholesterol that are controlled with medications. The FICO solutions start with the Patient Management Center, where all regimes and alerts are managed. We select Joe from the list on the dashboard. We want to see how he has been doing with his regular medications. On the dashboard, we can see Joe's basic details and his activities and medications that are being monitored. Looking at the Monitoring tab, we can see that Joe is having his weight monitored as part of his diabetes management program. To improve Joe's situation, the healthcare professional can request he shares some additional information. We can do this by selecting Add Metric and adding a new measurement. Alert criteria, meaning a specific alert should be raised should this patient not take the required action, can also be added. These reminders can be made through a range of channels if a reading isn't taken, and alert a healthcare professional after a number of failed reminders. This additional monitoring requirement would then be pushed to Joe's mobile app. We can also view the medication that Joe is taking and add another medication if required. The Alerts tab shows us what alerts have been raised as a result of Joe not completing an activity. Now let's see what the patient experience is like. Here we are viewing a sample healthcare app on Joe's smartphone. He will receive an encrypted reminder notification that pops up to remind him to take an action when necessary. Here we see a reminder. Joe is due to take a medication. He clicks on the alert and confirms that he has taken the medication. Back in the Patient Management Center, we can now look at a different patient, Jean, who has hypertension. Jean is required to take her blood pressure every morning. We can see her past readings here. When Jean is ready to take her blood pressure, she taps the relevant action and follows the instructions. Jean then connects her blood pressure monitor, and we see her blood pressure being taken wirelessly and recorded into the mobile app. Alternatively, she can enter the reading manually by tapping on Manual Entry and entering in the reading here. This reading will also be synchronized with the Patient Management Center and made available to the relevant healthcare professionals. A patient can also view their own past readings and measurements in the Charts tab. They can select how the data is shown for all areas of their regime. So with this brief demonstration, we have seen how FICO Patient Communication Solutions leverage smartphones to manage interactions to help improve patient outcomes.